You found her? She's not down there?
But she sounded like she was walking from somewhere further away too.
You think so?
Well, that's what it sounded like.
What's up, Katrina?
Oh, we about to start. She got the phone on.
Check.
You hear me? It's Kim's birthday. Omar's wife from yesterday.
Good morning, Latasha. Oh, I got a funny story about you. Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Welcome to Power 108.9.
Yeah, good morning.
You know we got a black radio show. Show started at 7. We started at 7:09. What?
I was gonna say it's Monday.
Lord have mercy. We ain't gonna blame Dez.
And Dr. B and Roderick.
Yeah.
Talk about something. I'm 20 minutes late. And you know there's traffic in the morning. It's actually every morning play.
Every day. It's no rush hour.
But I'm gonna let you have that.
Who said that?
Roderick.
Oh, he did? Oh, he called too?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Hey, we got an awesome show for you today. We're going to have we got some super duper guests hanging out with us today. Today's show is being brought to you by our very own Nikita, Todd, Stanley, Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, all you got to do is visit her website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. Disney is in the news over the weekend. Ford has made the news over the weekend. Also, 45 has made the news. Guess what Jimmy Fallon did? Got an awesome, did something awesome over the weekend. And I met a time traveler. And I'll tell you what this time traveler did. He actually said he was from 64. No surprise. There was no setup at all. I'm going to tell you what the time traveler did. Let me take a guess. He was late for something?
He was late. Boom, boom.
And speaking of doctors, Dr. Potier, I think that's her name, the doctor from Atlanta. You saw her in the news?
It's not too good.
Yeah, not too good for her. It made me think about our other plastic surgeon that was here too.
That is like super serious. Like, no, we won't do that.
We're not. So awesome show today. Team Tower Realty Group. Michael and Joy in the morning. Had a busy weekend. We're gonna talk about our weekend. A couple events. I got in late every day this weekend. I had no sleep. Oh yeah.
Show might end early, y'all.
That's right. Hey, it's Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com, Power 108.9. Wake up.
Let go.
She downstairs.
She just texted me.
What is it? And said she's downstairs this time?
She just said, I just said they live. Are you?
I'm at 285. Hey, Miss Anissa.
Hey, Anissa. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Tasha.
My dad's looking like that though.
Because he's confused.
I'm like, are you downstairs?
Where did she say she parked at?
She didn't say anything. I just got off the phone with her. I said I parked in the green day.
Yeah.
She was on 285.
What up, Sabrina? Hey, Tasha. Happy birthday, Kim. She was on 285. Y'all right around the corner.
I'm 2 minutes out.
Right. Which corner though?
Alright, come on.
Where's my paper?
You gonna proofread it? What up, David?
No.
She said she's downstairs. That's what she said.
Ask her.
She said she's at the elevator. Yeah, that's what she
Let's
said.
be more specific.
Yeah.
Downstairs. Downstairs
is where?
for her, right?
Way downstairs.
Right.
Oh man.
We gonna be real Pacific. You happy school's out? I know. Me too. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Good morning, sweetie.
I'm impressed. I got here before her. And I had to get him up this morning, so I feel good about myself.
You were on it this morning, Dad.
I said, hey man, they said 7 o'clock, man. I said, I had the time. This is perfect. Your directions were good.
How
really
far
were.
did you? Were you
I live in Gwinnett, so
okay.
it was about 40 minutes.
And see,
drive.
look. So the email. I don't know if you got it, but call for access. Once we're live.
No, that's exactly what I got.
Yeah, build it by the Roxy. I need to put in between the Roxy.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see the Roxy. I was just like, oh, I know it's 800. So when I saw the door said, those double doors right next to the Roxy said 800.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this must be the entrance.
I don't know nothing about no 800 too. I was like, I don't know.
Well, I was going based on, it said 800 Battery Ave. So I'm like, oh, this must be 800, because the signage in front of the door said 800. So I was like, oh, this must be the entrance. But, you said a call. So once I called, you were like, hey, it's right there. I was like, okay, great.
Look who I found.
Hey,
Yay!
Miss Pia's in the house. I was like, thank God you got in there.
What up, D Nice?
There, yeah.
What up,
Can you post it?
Hey, Katrina.
So you came just in time.
I was here though. I was just.
Amen.
You got a lot of credit. You was here all right, just at a different spot, but it's all good.
It's all good, man. I'm just glad. I said, I feel good that I got here. I tell you that much. I was like, this is an accomplishment for me.
And he had the baby.
Yes.
Right.
He's here too.
Come up some. Move your chair up some. Look like you sitting in the...
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Got an awesome show for you today. My man Drew is going to be in the building with us today. Also, Dr. Pia.
Yeah.
P-I-A. Did I spell that right? Yep, I spelled it right. Dr. P-I-A. Dr. Scott.
Not to be confused with...
And it's cool with these new generational doctors.
Yes.
Because when you introduce yourself to them, I said, hey, I'm Michael, I think. And she was like, hey, I'm Pia. Like, she ain't hit me with the, it's Dr. Pia. Oh, my bad.
She didn't hit you with that?
My bad.
Or she did. You said she
No,
did.
she did not.
Oh,
It's a new doctor.
okay.
It's a new generation of
She was
doctors.
like, you know what, I'm not going to put all that extra on it just yet.
Because if I said...
Look, till we go live, let's see what happens when we on air and see if I would correct you then.
Because, somebody say they're a doctor, what's the first thing they do? They be like, oh, doc, I've been having this pain. You know what I'm saying?
Or look, what kind of doctor? You got them scripts?
Hey, you got some of them cortisone shots in the car? What's up?
Clearly. Because this knee is really bothering me, boy.
I do not walk around with the, what's the thing? The stethoscope thing. Or the little hammer thing that do your reflexes.
Do they even still use
I don't even
those?
see them walking around. These new doctors kill me,
I
bro.
don't even think they using stethoscopes.
They come in regular clothes, like they don't have on doctor clothes no
Remember
more.
the other lady? Like she was talking about opiates and everything.
Yeah.
Like she had tattoos. She was tatted up, throwing up gang signs and everything. Talking about Columbia.
Right. I'm like, alright.
Oh, she was super
Be
sweet.
waiting for the old white man smoking a cigarette to come in the office and be like,
with gray hair,
right?
with super gray
Hey,
hair.
take these, son.
Buttoned all the way up with the tie. Yeah.
Alright, that's stupid.
Was
Hey,
gonna say,
awesome
something
weekend.
was gonna
Super duper busy weekend. I
Yeah,
gotta say
shout out to
congratulations
you.
to my better half. She rode with me all weekend. We stayed out late every day during the week. Wednesday,
Wow.
I'm not talking about Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Because y'all know I'm usually in the bed about 11-ish.
Right. So.
You know, and on the weekend, I might be in that mug at 10:15. Knowing
like,
me.
Just cause.
But we had a fun weekend Saturday. Thank you for plugging Michael and Joy at the show. Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
But my husband. And it was a good play, wasn't it?
It was a very, very good play. Shout out to everybody involved. Deidre, for being Deidre's first play, and she hooked up with Michael Majesty. I personally felt like she covered all of the like pertinent topics when it comes to relationships, sexuality. I mean, in such a playful and fun environment. It was a lot of like comedy, and again, it was a lot of like deep moments, and then of course the music helped. And,
Yeah, the music. Shout out to Dave Tolliver.
He was
Men in
singing
Black.
for his life,
Man,
boy.
that boy, that dude can sing.
Yes,
Like, I was
and that's
very
his
impressed.
single out. The very first song that he sung is his single that's out. His hype man was sitting beside us at the 3 p.m. show.
Okay.
And I was like, are you supposed to be up here singing background?
And then shout out to Kelsey Nicole.
Kelsey Nicole.
She did an awesome job. Kierica who played the lead. Grandmama.
Grandmama killed.
Man.
I was gonna say Grandmama killed it. The whole time I feel like everybody was like, "When Terry gonna sing?
Yeah.
When Todd Terry gonna sing? Like, is it now? Is it now? Is it now?"
I love when they mention some. One of the jokes was, that light skinned boy with them tight pants on. I don't know if you remember what they called him out with them tight pants. But shout out to the whole cast.
Shout out to the cast. She did it. And you know the exciting thing is she's actually slated for 5 other cities, and she's going to be ending here in around Thanksgiving. And so I just told her, I said, look, you already know that God didn't put His hands on this, so expect for a few other cities to be calling to ask.
Maybe we can get her at the Roxy, because that's we get them, invite them here. They know where the Roxy is, because everybody
everybody else over there at the
like show over there or something.
I was saying, what show is going on at 7 in the morning?
You see that big ass sign that say tonight the weekend. And you're like, oh, that's what my
you mean tonight?
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna talk to Dr. Pia. She is in the building. Also, we're gonna holler at Dez. Daddy Daycare. Did anybody tell him about the child care? Hey, the child care fees at Power 108.9, boy, they're a little different from Sensation Station.
They sure are.
Because we got stuff for the kids to do. So,
his little baby face
right. We'll be back. More Michael and Joy in the morning. Wait up.
He is so cute, like.
They said, you know, they're on live radio when they were just talking.
He was like, look, I see my face everywhere. Good morning, Cyrus. Hey, Brenda.
That's too tight.
What you wanted to?
Nah, I'm gonna have to cut that piece right there. It's too tight. It makes
this
the microphone go down.
Oh yeah. I was wondering. and then
I'll give it tonight.
trying to make sure. Oh, it's backwards.
Yo, this is Michael McFadden of Michael and Joy.
Oh, you're talking about right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that.
Butterfly. Yeah, I did.
I was like, good Lord.
Yeah, so
Hey, D,
I can't believe the folks
downtown.
from 100 now that didn't try to come through.
We love to record current events.
So I'm trying to get you.
The joystick is
I
a digital
do.
tool for
Sure,
every
stand up, I'll
content
get it.
creator.
Oh,
It
okay.
holds 2 or more mobile phones and
I was gonna say I'm trying to get you on the YouTube feed, so I need you to come up a
or
little.
multiple apps simultaneously. And it's lightweight and portable. For more information, go to purchase your joystick today. Visit our
Sure. Stop.
website
Don't do me a favor. Stop going to that corner. Come over just a little bit. Yeah, and then forward. There you go. Because that camera right there at the very top, I'm trying to get you on that. That's good. Not too much, because Michael might be like you in his face. Yeah, right there. See, I'm trying to get you on this. You see you? Okay, there you go. So at first I was like, how we gonna work that out? I need her to move a little. So we good now. We good now.
Come on, man.
Boy, shut up. Who you talking to? Look, my job is social media. Boy, shut up. You got enough papers. I'm trying to make sure they see your little light skin butt. Your face is not just your skin.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelAndJoy.com is the website. Hey, got an awesome show for you today. Dr. P is in the building with us. Dez is hanging out with us today. Roderick Cunningham is on the way. I'm like 2 minutes away. Man, he was on 285 at Campbellton Road. That is not 2 minutes away. Hey, got your birthdays and shout outs coming up. Also, I'm going to tell you about a couple of doctors that got in trouble in Atlanta. Also, Ford is in the news. Disney is in the news. 45 is in the news, but today is the 4th of June, 2018.
And today is National Cognac Day. It's observed from coast to coast each year on this day. A well-known variety of brandy, cognac, was named after the town of Cognac in France. It is produced in the wine-grown region, which surrounds the town from which it takes its name.
Nice.
I love a good cognac.
I'm not a cognac Kind guy.
I know.
Just give me
You
some-
look like a fruity drink dude.
No,
too.
don't do that.
Like
I will get
pineapple.
I will get a lemon drop martini in a minute though.
Yeah.
Quickly.
With your pinky up.
I had a pinky ring on last night. Did you catch that? Did you see that, Charlie? Yeah.
Let me zoom out on that.
Hey, I had got that thing. Marshall, it's like $4.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Dr. P's in the building. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Welcome to the show. Make sure your mic on.
I know she
You
always.
talking all soft? It is a morning show, Doc.
I'm great.
Let's do this
We
again.
trying to wake them up.
Dr. P's in the building. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, well, I'm awesome. Welcome to the show. Now, what kind of doctor are you, Doc?
I am a doctor of education.
Doctor of education. Okay, so she's smart. No, don't ask her symptoms up here. People start asking about
Yeah.
symptoms.
Don't ask
I got
her
this
that.
thing on my back that so no, she's not the one. Where are you from originally?
Doctor.
I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Born and raised, but have been in Atlanta for a little over 2 years.
Okay,
2.5 years.
cool. So you've been an educator for a long time.
Yes.
Good deal. Good deal.
Now, what was it about education? So you going through elementary, middle school, high school? Was it at that point where you said you wanted to do that?
I would say probably when I was in grad school, I said, I'm just gonna go all the way through because if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it later. So,
Yeah. What about your family? Were they like heavy into education?
I have a lot of educators in my family. Some retired principals, some school teachers. We have a few other doctors in my family, but we're just, our grandparents just instilled in us, education.
Education.
And how important it is.
Right.
Yeah. And even today, as times have changed, from an education perspective, I was an encyclopedia guy, so I got all the old news from the encyclopedia. But now kids get the stuff on the fly, right?
Right there.
Does it make it easier? Is it easier for kids now? Because I know
Better
they give kids a hard time, like, oh, y'all got the internet, and then old folks like myself be like, man, y'all don't remember when we just had to use an encyclopedia or had to go to the
Or
library.
the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, or use the little fish. What was the little thing in the library?
Microfiche?
Yeah, the microfiche jump to try to find
Card
your
catalog.
book. Right. Now they just Google. I need a term paper. Google. Bam.
Right? Cliff Notes. Remember Cliff Notes? And then they used to
Yes.
have those little yellow books that had all of, like, if you didn't want to read the
Right.
book, that might have been Cliff Notes.
I was the one that waited for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
When Mice and Men came out on movie, I was like, oh, bet. I got the whole thing.
How'd you do on that?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I graduated.
Because it's not necessary.
I graduated. I got out. So, Dr. Pierre, but
Has it changed?
It's changed, but does it hurt the kids?
I believe it's twofold. So one, I think that it hurts children where they think that things are just supposed to,
Be
come
that
quick,
simple.
quick, not realizing that there's more work behind it, So, I mean, with our the more mature generation, we had to work for a lot of the things that we have now, and I think kids nowadays want it just.
We really had to problem
instant.
solve because our teachers would say, explain your work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Show
you could
your
just
work.
say, show your
Yes.
work on your paper.
Right.
And I was just like, man, I just took a lucky guess and got it right.
Right.
74.
You was like, look, I had whatever she had.
Doing like that with
Exactly.
Yeah. But now.
She didn't show her work.
Yeah, she didn't show her work at all. But now, 2018, yeah, I totally agree. Like, it's a give take.
So what do you feel like we would need to do as teachers and educators? Because obviously, I feel like all of us we all have a duty to be teaching someone something, so that they could be more engaged in the process of learning, as opposed to Google copy paste.
Well, I remember the days where we had to go outside
Mm-hmm.
and play and be creative, and now it's just
Yeah.
inside doing this, even with help,
Mm-hmm.
going out and getting some sun and having,
Right.
exercising, having fun,
Street
allowing your
lights.
mind, right,
Eye contact
Right,
and not
right.
doing this
Yes.
24/7.
Yes, and so oftentimes a lot of employers are talking about soft skills,
go.
being on time, looking someone in the eye, like you said, firm handshakes, just simple things that are missing or lacking. And so that's, as educators, that's something that we can do.
You guys got a big event coming up too, right?
We do.
Yes, we're going to talk about the event when we come back. Also, when we come back, we got your birthdays and shout-outs today.
Whoop, whoop.
And we're going to find out what this fine brother over here, Dan, is going to be talking about today. Well, not fine brother like that way, y'all. My bad. Y'all know what I mean.
I was gonna say,
Fine young man.
Thank you.
No homo. Hey, when we come back. Today's show brought to you by our very own Nikita Todd Stanley, Todd Realty Group. No homo. It's Michael and Joy. Come and switch you out, Doc.
okay, what we got?
Hi. Look at
Hey, come through. Look, Michael, come through, Rapunzel. But look, that was from the play this weekend. This girl had come in. And
Yeah, I'm
had
going to grab you
all
another
this
chair. I'm going to
hair.
let Nikita
Here,
say
she can sit here, Michael.
Okay.
She had
So
all
you just go on
this
that
hair.
side. Go
And,
on. We'll
no,
bring
you
you back
sit
up.
over there. And the grandma was
Nikita,
like,
Dr.
oh,
Thea.
okay.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
And
too.
then that's Dez.
Hi, Dad.
Dr. Dez.
Nice to meet you.
Your doctor?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
You adopted. Pressure.
Look good. Nikita Todd Stanley.
Yes, come through here.
Hey, happy birthday, Glen. Hey, Claudette. Good morning. Yeah, say hi. Hey, Yuri. Good morning. What up, 4 p.m.? Good morning.
Yeah, that's an IKEA table, Dez. Can't be banging that thing so much percussion in that, Dez.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right, bro.
Dez, you ain't gotta apologize.
It's IKEA, man. We just
Why
opened up. Stop saying what? I am blessed.
IKEA stuff ain't that cheap.
No, I said it's not cheap. It's just hollow. It's hollow. I love it. Very affordable product. Hey, Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website, Power 108.9. Yo, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And here's some celebs that shared that same day. Happy birthday to Miss Angelina Jolie, who turned 43 years old today.
Come through,
Her and Brad
lips.
Pitt, they still together? Man, I saw Halle Berry and James Bond over the weekend. Man, she was killing that James Bond back in the
That
day.
orange paper suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go, Halle.
Look.
Ain't her birthday. Also celebrating her birthday today,
Clearly.
Quincy Combs. Oh, my bad. Quincy Brown. My bad. I'll be sure son. Yeah. Quincy Brown, though. He's 37 years old today. Also celebrating a birthday today, actor, comedian, dude, Russell Brand turns 43. Lil E.J. Johnson is 26 years old today. That's Irvin Magic Johnson's son.
I just saw his picture last night. I was about to say, look, happy birthday, son.
Also celebrating a birthday today, Miss Joyce Myers. Joyce Myers, she's a pastor, right?
Yes,
Joyce
come on.
is 75 years old. I did not know that.
Are
Yes.
you serious?
Yes. And also celebrating a birthday today, old El DeBarge is celebrating a birthday today. And a couple
I
of
was
the
say, hold
ladies.
up, you ain't say how old he turned.
57?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
thought you was
he's
going in
57.
numerical order. I was like, hold
Oh,
on, you
nah.
ordered this 75?
Also some belated birthdays over the weekend. Rafael Nadal, the tennis player. Also Anderson Cooper celebrated a birthday. Atlanta's well, he's not from Atlanta. He was drafted by our Atlanta Hawks. Now plays for the Boston Celtics. Al Horford celebrated a birthday. And yesterday, Mike Jennings celebrated a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to y'all.
And while we're at it, happy birthday to a few of our Facebook family and friends. Happy birthday to Mr. Glen Glasper, Kimberly Finley, Mr. Captain Eric Jackson.
Captain Jackson.
Happy birthday to my homegirl Queen, and Miss Rochelle, love it, LaShawn Harper, Mikey, and my girl Keisha. And we're celebrating the
Also got to say happy birthday to Tika. She celebrated birthday today. One of them ATL partners of ours. Shout out to you, Tika. Warren G, Jennifer, Danielle Miller. Shout out to Danielle. Pink's Boutique on social media. She always be on the pictures. So shout out to her. Happy birthday to you, Danielle. Everybody don't know you like 70 years old. I ain't telling nobody.
70 though. Oh, and happy birthday, Miss Kathy. I love you. If you're celebrating a birthday if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you from us, Michael and Joy at Power 108.9.
Nikita Todd Stanley is in the building today. What up, Nikita Todd Stanley?
Good morning.
money.
Yeah.
Y'all got a sales meeting today or something?
I know.
No, it's time
Wow.
for me to go to work.
Time for me to go to work. She got good and grown on you, huh,
You
Michael?
look awesome today, Nikita. Not that you don't all the other times.
I appreciate it.
But you do be coming in the morning like it's a morning show.
My kids are on summer vacation.
Yeah.
I got time to put myself together.
You got more than 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, Team Todd Realty Group is in the building today. It is summertime. It is time to get cracking. You've had a busy spring. Well, we came out of December, out of that December-January era seller's market where houses were just flying off the market. Still doing pretty good?
Still doing pretty good. Right now, the hot topic of the day or the week or the month is property taxes. I've been getting a lot of my past clients calling me and saying, Nikita, my taxes are going up. And I said, is your property value going up? And he's like, yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, so that's cause and effect.
Right.
So people are now upset because their property taxes are going up and they're getting their bills. And so, of course, they're like, my house is not worth that much. But in actuality, it is. And so people are now feeling the burn, I guess you could say, that their bills are going up.
Right.
Because the taxes are going up, because the properties are increasing. The current average sales price in Atlanta has now skyrocketed up to an average of $300,000. Yeah, when we were back in the day, probably maybe 10 years ago, we're closer to that 200 mark. So our property values are increasing, and people don't understand that.
Wow. And the first place I think a lot of people notice it, though, is when they get that mortgage statement and your mortgage payment is a little bit higher. It might be $20, $30 higher than it normally was. But a good thing for escrows is, you don't have to write that check.
Well, sometimes that you do, because of course, your mortgage company is paying your taxes, and so they say, okay, well, we can roll this into your monthly payment, or you can pay, a lump sum.
Okay.
Exactly. So, of course, you have the benefits. You have the benefits of your property increasing. You can sell it if you like to. Like, you can pull some equity out. But at the same time, there's always the effect of the government's going to get theirs.
Now, what if someone kind of disagrees with their property value? Because sometimes, depending on the area that you live, them property taxes can skyrocket.
So there is a process. So you will need to go to your county assessor. You can either, depending on how advanced your county is, you can apply online to do a. You can do what is it? I can't think of the
1090 BC.
No. It's you could do a you can do an appeal.
I can't
think of the word. But you can do an appeal on your property taxes. If your county is not that advanced, they have a printout or a form that you can fill out and then send it back in.
So you do have some. You do
have some, right?
Okay.
You do have some say. It may be denied just because last year a lot of the counties did, put a moratorium on raising property taxes.
Now, what does that mean?
So basically, right, we were in such a a fickle space because of the fact that our property values were so low that people were not able to sell their homes. People were in financial distress. So what the county said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and put a moratorium on property taxes, or increasing the property taxes right now. We'll give you a break, but next year it is going to happen.
Okay. So it's like they paused it.
Right.
Nikita, Todd, Stanley, and Team Todd Realty Group. Well, if you got any questions about your taxes, holler at my man James Oliver, because he's a time traveler who believes he's from the year 6491. But he got stuck in 2018 when his time machine broke down. And guess what? He passed a lie detector test. Now, professionals said, hey, let's see if this dude really telling the truth. I don't know who put him on the lie detector test, but he passed the test. Mr. Oliver claimed that he lives more than centuries in the future, but was sent back in time. If you go to YouTube TV, you can check out his story, and hey, he might know what them property taxes look like. 6490, what? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we come back. Dez is hanging out with us today. Did y'all send them them fees for the child care?
I was gonna say, right. They all in here just chilling. Like, I'm gonna need our Cash App is.
If not, I'm gonna start bringing these airheads out and I'm gonna feed them to them continuously. It's Michael and Joy. We'll be right back.
You don't even look like an airhead. You're like, you ain't got no chocolate. Look, Cyrus talking about something. My birthday next Tuesday. Cyrus, we got a whole week.
Got you, Cyrus. Hey, Teresa. Good morning.
Facebook will tell us.
Right.
Happy birthday, Kimberly.
Right there. That's the
Oh.
Killboard Music Foundation dartboard.
Dartboard.
Getting pretty good at this.
Oh, you're getting good.
And like everybody is looking too.
No
Well,
pressure.
well,
No pressure. Get them all. Get them all.
Because he does it too, like dirt, like he might do it dirt,
Oh.
and everybody looks in too.
What's the website for the event?
What's the website for the event?
It's not on the flyer.
There's a URL there, but we don't have like it's Eventbrite.
It's Eventbrite, but that's the
Well, just say
What's the
just
name of what's the name of the event?
I think it's Entrepreneurship Symposium,
on Eventbrite.
and it's on Eventbrite, right?
Yeah,
So if they just look up
They
Entrepreneurship
could.
Symposium.
it'll pull up.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll get the link.
okay, great. I was about to say, hey, this call Pia. But I didn't want you. Like, what number you trying to put on there? They're like,
It's
yeah.
this Friday, right?
June
June
15th.
15th.
So it's about a week from
June.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I found it.
So just have a little time.
You want me to send it to you, Mike? You got it?
You on Facebook?
Yeah.
Send it there.
I'll just post it. I'll post it on the page.
Cause I got stuck on symposium specifically. I got stuck on entrepreneur. I'm trying to spell it out.
You got stuck.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a C or S.
I knew it was an S, nigga. I knew it was an S.
Okay, hey.
Look,
because you may
look,
ask a
what's
whole
it say?
bunch
Don't
of
make fun of my English.
Right.
My English not too good.
You can check us out Monday through Friday.
Okay, cool.
I think.
I don't know because he said symposium. You want to ask?
You put it up, Joy.
I'm putting it up.
But see, I'm thinking.
Michael and Joy in the mornings. MichaelandJoy.com. Dr. Pierre hanging out with us today. Dez is in the building.
Yes, I'm in the
What up,
building.
Dez? Slide your microphone up a little bit for me, my man.
No problem.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Man, I was just joking about the child.
Oh, no, no.
He was like, I was hoping.
Y'all funny.
How we do? Like yesterday when I left the event yesterday with Elam, I ain't had no. You got my money.
I don't know why he is so.
I had like $2 in my wallet because I asked for
Literally
my wallet.
only $2 too. I was like,
Because my pants was too tight and I couldn't put my wallet in my pants. So Dez, let me just tell you real quick, sidebar. So I asked Joy to hold my wallet yesterday and I had $2. Clearly $2 bills.
Only
And it
$2.
wasn't in it because I have a little two-fold wallet. I don't have like the traditional old man wallet where you got to pull out, open up, and you start pulling. Nah, mine just sits in there. So I asked her to hold my wallet and when she gave it back, $2 was gone. That was my valet parking money. I was going to give dude $2, couldn't find the money. So now I am running around begging for money. And thank God Attorney Tiffany was there.
I know. Thank you, Tiffany.
I owe Tiffany $5. No, I think I asked Tiffany to let me hold $5 so I don't have to get
Yeah,
it back.
yeah.
I don't know, she's an attorney. She
It's a
might.
technicality.
Yeah, let me rephrase that.
I told him.
exchange.
I told him that I would take care of his valet, but I had to go to the bathroom, and when I got out, he was gone. So.
You know I had somewhere to go. So anyway, Des, what do you think I should do? Should I sue?
No, I don't think you should sue.
Okay.
You think
But I
he
did
should
this.
actually just put on his big boy drawers and just chill out, right? It's $2.
Or just shout her out on the radio, you know what I mean?
Actually, in the
Oh, so
mic.
just
there you
shout her
go.
out on radio.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't
It's not easy,
necessarily
just let her
know
know.
how the
Hey,
sound is
right,
supposed to
right,
go
right.
from here to
You
here.
got
Dan
jokes. You got jokes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Des.
I work at Georgia State.
Nice.
Been in admissions for a while, going to college access and success. And that's what Georgia State's known for.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm really passionate about helping kids get into school.
There you
Sorry,
go.
young people.
Young people.
Young people.
The real GSU.
The real.
Yeah,
Don't
Georgia
start
State.
that. Don't
Georgia
start
State.
that.
Georgia
Start
State.
something nowadays.
Georgia State.
I
Georgia
was gonna
State.
say,
The largest public state institution in the state of Georgia.
Now, we were
51,000 strong.
We were talking about education.
Got the numbers
That-
right.
He was like,
He was like, you better watch your mouth.
I'm sorry.
let me Google my
I just want to tell the facts.
But we were talking earlier with Dr. Pierre in education and how it's evolved over the past couple. I mean, we talk about evolving of anything, technology. That stuff changes overnight. But over the past 5, 10 to 15 years, man, the process is just changed now. And now for you in admissions, do you guys y'all get to see the student more outside of just filling out the little paperwork now, right?
I mean, now everything's electronic.
So you see-
everything.
so
So you
maybe
see
less?
less.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see students, but as large as Georgia State is, you're not doing interviews. Your interviews, your application.
Right.
So it's about putting all the information in your application and really detailing what you're involved in and everything that you're able to bring to the table.
I just remember when I was in school having to like go back and forth with just the amount of paperwork and making sure that this is signed and this is signed and this is notarized. I mean, y'all are all electronic now?
It's pretty close to it. I mean, right now we got something called the Common Application, almost excess of 1,000 schools on a Common Application. One application going to all those different schools.
Nice.
I mean, most institutions, everything's electronic. I mean, you got a code, you pop it in, you even have a code to waive the application fee. I mean, the paper that you're putting in is really on the back end, not more so on the front end.
There you go.
I was gonna say, but that's the wave of the future. You know, one of the things that I had actually had a conversation with a girl, and this doesn't have to do with admissions, but she was in she was going into her final year, and some of her credits had got lost because they actually were not technology savvy. And I was like, hold up, it's 2017. We still gotta go holler at the provost.
Right. June 15th, you guys have the Georgia State Lift Learning Income Family Transition presents the Entrepreneur Symposium coming up. Tell us about the symposium. What you guys gonna be doing?
The symposium is an opportunity for just the average person to come out and get free entrepreneurship support. I mean, it ranges from understanding what a business is, understanding what your value is, to even finding funding for your business. And in our community, a lot of people have these great ideas, but they don't have the basis or the background and understanding how to fundamentally create the business, how to find the funding, how to make sure to look, credible in terms of getting even, funding for a business. So this is a free symposium. We're partnering with the 100 Black Men in the Cab.
Okay.
We're partnering with the Urban League, who's actually hosting each one of these sessions. Right now we have about 120 strong. We're trying to get 300 plus people to come out to this free event on our Decatur campus.
Now you brought Lil Man with you today. He's out of school. Like for you, with the position that you're in as it pertains to education, like I'm not gonna say it's not force-fed anymore, but he has a good role model to look at as
I think that right now it's like, I want him to see that education is really important, but I think I have to kind of talk to him about it and preach, and then at the same time I have to show him. So, when we went on our break and he had Christmas break, not Christmas break, but spring break, we went to go visit schools for every individual thing that we did. So if we went out and we went and got ice cream, we also went to visit Georgia Tech. Then we went to UGA. Then we went to Georgia State. So he got a chance to see all these different colleges. So now it's common. Yeah. It's easy. And any parent can do that. You know what I mean? Go into the city. Hey, let's go visit Georgia State. Let's take a trip to Athens. Check out the stadium, see what it looks like. And so it puts college on your mind. And so you're in second grade. By the time you get to middle school, you already know 4 or 5 schools. By the time you get to college, you already know 10. And so college ends up becoming a natural piece of your, the culture of your family, the fabric of it.
Your program.
As opposed to trying to push it on them later on in life.
And you have to make it fun for the kids.
Oh
now,
yeah, man, he loved it. We even went down to see Morehouse, and it was beautiful. What he noticed was he was like, "This is 3 schools in one at the AUC," and I'm like, "Wow!" I'm in education for a while, and I'm like, 3 schools in one. He's like, "Yeah, Morehouse is right there, Clark's right there, and you can even take classes in Spelman."
Come through.
I said, "Go ahead, little brother." I said, "That's the way you're supposed to think about it." So exposure is key. It's key. It's really key. It's essential.
Good job, Dad.
When you walk on that Spelman campus, boy, and you smell that Bed, Bath, and Body Works in the air.
Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, that good smelling lotion. That's what I'm talking about.
But I think
Spelman beware.
But I think for him it was great because we got to have lunch, and he's sitting down and he's seeing all these brothers walk around. Some of them just relaxed, other brothers in suits.
Yep.
So it became real natural. Sitting at a bench, another brother got his laptop, just doing some stuff on a computer. So I mean, exposure matters.
Yeah, it does. And Nikita, you have 2 little ones, and we always talk about my God babies. That's how I claim them now. I wasn't at first, but you do the same thing. Like you make learning and education fun for the girls.
Oh, absolutely, because it's like you said, it's the fabric of our family. Because of course they have my sister, they have me, they have a lot of examples in my family of what education can do for you. So it's definitely a continuous conversation in our household.
What was education big for you growing up from your parents?
Oh, I'm first generation. My parents are from Haiti. They came here, and education was the key. Everything was about education.
Wow.
So I got a scholarship at a prep school, and then everything changed from there.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm talking
education
about.
was everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about the Entrepreneurship Symposium that is going down June 15th, 2018. If you can't wait till we come back from a commercial, you can search them on Eventbrite. I know some of y'all going to have problems spelling Entrepreneurship Symposium, so Joy A. Pearson has made it simple. Go to michaelandjoy.com and you can see all of the information right there. Hey, don't forget, today's show is being brought to you by our very own Nikita Todd Stanley, Team Todd Realty Group. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you about another doctor who is in these YouTube videos.
Uh-oh.
You got some explaining to do.
Sorry, it wasn't me.
It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Wake up! Good stuff.
Good job. Roderick is
We're
downstairs.
going to switch you out.
Yeah, cool.
Doc,
Hey,
just
good
sit
morning.
in her
What
seat.
up, that guy? Hey.
You don't have to leave right now. You good?
Stay for
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Did you do that in school?
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Here you go.
Roderick is coming. I asked him to text one of y'all, or when
Oh,
he
he
was
probably
downstairs. Huh?
You probably did text
He
me.
did.
I just
He
wanted
said
to-
y'all ain't
Yeah,
answering.
Official phone.
Y'all ain't answering him. I know. And it'd be so funny. They'd be like, yeah, I am calling because I have a interview with you guys this morning. At first I was saying Power 108.9. I was like, you know what? Let me say Michael and Joy. He was like, Doctor. But I wanted to make sure because I didn't know that he was coming.
Yeah.
And so, so I didn't know. So I was like, who? Because I wanted to make sure he was at the right spot. More than anything. We gotta check security nowadays. There's a process over here. You ain't just coming up the elevator. Like, you gotta shake you down first. He was like, oh yeah, Dr. P. I said, oh, okay, that was a code.
Code word.
Code word for the day is Dr. P.
Let me just make sure that
Tomorrow it'll be somebody else. Why you keep hiding in that corner? Get over
Oh.
here, girl. Yeah, see, I need to see you.
Can you see me?
Sharp people in
What camera is this?
The Migo.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just right here.
For YouTube. The YouTube feed is what we are trying to push more than anything. The Facebook, this
We're back.
is.
That house hunter is down Michael and Joy in the morning, michaelandjoy.com. Dr. Pierre is hanging out with us today. Roderick Cunningham will be in the building. Also, my man Diz is over there. We're talking about the Entrepreneurship Symposium that is going down on June 15th, 2018. For more information on the symposium, you can visit michaelandjoy.com or go to the Michael and Joy Facebook page and get all the information. We'll talk about that. Dr. Wendell Boutte, I think that's her name. That's her name. She's facing several cases of malpractice from former patients now. YouTube videos show the doctor singing lyrics, "I'm about to cut it," before slicing patients in the OR room. OJ Lambar, she blamed Boutte for leaving her mom with brain damage. Said the mother was left on the operating table for more than 8 hours during the surgery. Now, attorneys for Cornelia say nearly 100 women came forward to say that they suffered some type of damage from her antics in the operating room. And some of the women alleged that they were able to identify, that they were not able to identify themselves in the videos. But we need to what's that song?
Speaking of-
I'm about to cut it. Can you
Yeah, I
imagine?
was gonna say, that was actually pretty funny if I'm just being honest, but maybe not necessarily the appropriate place
Right.
to be singing that
Because
song.
we had the plastic surgeon up here, the brother up here, and he mentioned that he does his videos of the surgeries.
Yes.
With the patient's
The consent,
consent,
of course.
that they're okay with it, but the playing ain't nothing to play with
I
in
was
the
gonna say,
operating room.
I definitely know that whenever I'm watching a Grey's Anatomy, or they might play like some type of elevator music in the background, but they're not in there rapping the lyrics and like literally playing around. I could totally see her in there cutting up to I'm about to cut it before she cut somebody open.
Hey, yesterday, once again, shout out to Elam B. King, author of Understanding the Man, and one of our partners here at Power 1089, and Michael and Joy.
Yeah, that panel was dope.
Two things that I took away from the panel. One is that I got to meet Harry Douglas.
Yeah, because you
Atlanta
were like
Falcon.
groupie mode.
Well, not
yesterday.
groupie mode.
No, from an outside looking in.
Oh, that's my man. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
diehard Falcon fan. That's
I'm not mad at it. I just want you to know.
That's fine. I admit it. Hey,
That was your past.
No homo.
you had to do that because Sasha won't gonna let you.
Right, that's how I got out the house. I get to meet Harry Douglas today. So I got to meet Harry Douglas, and then to wrap the event up, oh my goodness, I got me a lip balm from Elam.
Shout out to Elam. Yeah, he had that box over there, and I smuggled quite a few
So
too.
shout out
For
to
the guests, that come on the show that might
I'm getting that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
getting that.
I love that those were your two nuggets
Yes.
from that whole panel. I really do. And one of my nuggets was once you get 50 Cialis works. That's what I remember someone saying.
I also learned that if somebody likes 10 of your pictures, you must go back and like 50 of theirs.
And like 10 of their
Social media.
there is a social media.
So what was this? I don't understand.
That's
What was it?
so Elam wrote the book Understanding a Man, and the panel was 3 married men, 3 single guys, and it was just a conversation of questions about relationships, marriage, faithfulness, how to keep it fresh in your relationship, and Michael was on the panel. And I think one of the things that he had mentioned was, him and Tasha have gotten really good at the short vacation, not necessarily having to take 7 days, but like a 3 to 4 day,
And you can do that
and
6 times a year.
And he said that they've mastered doing it 6 times a year, which when you think about a relationship, being able to get away with your partner that many times and that private time, that's a lot.
And that and even for you, like with the girls, like today you not having to get the girls together, now you can focus on being mommy. So how do you juggle your fast paced everyday life? It's all about planning though, right?
Right, it's all about planning, and I was just going to say it's a schedule. I stick to the schedule. If it's not on the schedule, it doesn't exist. So that's during the school year. During the summer, it gives me more time to, again, focus on myself. I get a chance to get up and go work out and be at the gym for 2 hours versus 45 minutes.
Right.
Or stay late at work or that sort of thing. But when it comes to vacations, I definitely agree. You have to plan the vacation. It has to be on the calendar. It has to be a part of your wellness package, so to speak.
Yeah, and we talk about planning, like now people are getting into that summer move, and they're planning to make those moves prior to the next school year coming up. And that's one of the important pieces, because back in the day, it used to always be location, but now it's kind of location, but it has to be in a certain school district.
Absolutely. Because of course Atlanta, struggles in that department, so to speak, depending on which, city or county you're in. We do have some areas that need some work. So of course, schools are very key in Atlanta. So, Gwinnett being one of our number 1 school systems in the city. And then of course, you have a trickle down effect with North Fulton and, East Cobb. And then Atlanta is doing great. I mean, my girls are in APS.
Okay.
So it just really depends on what cluster you're in and where you are. And so that education is key and more people, decide to live.
So quick question, is there a program where if you live in a different area, your child can go to school in a different area? Right there.
There are hardship programs that they have, or they allow you to, school choice is what it's called. So therefore you have to, it's a certain time period where they allow you to fill out the application and send it to that school. You have to address what are the reasons why you want to come to the school. And then of course it's, going through the list of who's closer, who's in more need, that sort of thing.
Dr. Peel, why is there such a discrepancy in the school districts, the different counties, the difference between APS and Cobb, or, Cobb and Gwinnett? Where do we drop the ball as far as education?
I just think that it just also depends on in terms of what the values are in that area, who makes up that area, where money is put into in certain areas. So I believe that's part of it. And also when we talk about economics and family and those types of things, we were just talking about the values in education. So what are the backgrounds of different families and different things like that of where everybody is located. So I think it's a lot of things that are missing, like coming together
Right.
for the right purpose.
And you can really see in that PTA, you know, depending on what school you go to, you might have 6 or 7 parents at the PTA. Whether you know, if you go to Gwinnett, you go to a school in Gwinnett, it's packed in there because it's more than just what the teachers do for the kids while they're there for that, 8 hours a day or not. What are you doing at home? And I think sometimes that's what separates those.
Or what you're not doing at home.
Or what you're not doing at home. So yeah, shout out to you. So the entrepreneurial symposium.
This is something you're putting on.
Yes.
Yes and no.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm about to say, I'm like, look, it's safe.
Help me out, Doc. Help me out.
It's safe. I'm Dr. Pia L. Scott. I'm like, look, Mama told me to read.
Come on, Doc.
Yes, in conjunction with our partners. So, of course, Georgia State Lift does, and myself, 100 Black Men into Cab, and also the Urban League, who will be actually doing the workshops for us.
Now, one piece that I enjoy when I look at the title, it says entrepreneurship as a career.
Yes.
Instead of the traditional, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a basketball player, but entrepreneurship is a career.
Right.
Explain that.
So entrepreneurship can go across it can span across anything. So even like you have basketball players, but they also invest in their own businesses as well. And I think a lot of times people don't understand what exactly entrepreneurship is or what it means. And so for this symposium, it's going to be a very good collaboration, bringing different people together with different knowledge skills of what a business should look like, how you get a business started, how do you get funding. And I know a lot of people that I know personally and just professionally, they have aspirations to do something outside of a 9 to 5, and so this symposium actually helps individuals get started or, kind of figure out what their focus is and how to brand themselves.
The Entrepreneurship Symposium is going down June the 15th, 2018 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Do you own a business? Then this spot is for you. One day of networking, food, they had me at food, and entrepreneurship. Evaluate your business concepts of owning a business and get your business funded. If you want any information on the symposium, all you got to do is go to michaelandjoy.com or just go to the Facebook page and all of the information is right there. Hey, when we come back, I'm going to tell you about Disney and what those guys have going on. And Roderick Cunningham finally made it.
Yeah! Talk about 20 minutes.
And guess what he hit me with when I get downstairs? Oh man, I've been here. I've been trying to call. Man.
Look for the past 5 minutes.
We got cameras downstairs. We saw you when you walked in the building. That's Michael and Joy in the morning. Nah, let him say it.
Okay.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, that's
Just
Doc.
back on you. Hold on.
That was buzzing.
I was wondering who that was.
You think we're good?
What up, Marlon?
Y'all ready to leave? You ready to leave?
Well, I didn't.
You gotta go?
You think you good? All right.
No, we need you. You
Okay,
can't go
okay.
nowhere. You can't take my baby going nowhere. You stuck in here with me now.
You need to go,
I'm just
Daniel?
joking.
No, I mean, if I didn't know if there was any. Were you gonna talk a little bit more about some? Okay, all
We
right.
ain't kicking you out.
Okay, all right.
This ain't Z103.
See, that's actually, I'm not actually going to talk about my event yet. I'm going to really put my support towards that.
Oh, then get out the way then, bro. Thank you for coming out. Are you talking or no? Did you want to talk?
I'm going to talk.
Oh, okay, okay.
Just a little bit about the symposium and why we're throwing our support
Why it's
to
so
it.
important. Right. About to say, yes, why are you throwing your support? Why are you throwing your support?
Because number one, they're holding it in DeKalb County. I'm a constituent of DeKalb County.
Right. That helps. Amen.
At the papers,
Good thing he told me.
And we use our voice to support it.
My bad.
Listen, I'll be here.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Today's show is being brought to you by our very own Nikita Todd Stanley. Team Todd Realty.com is her website. You can check her out there 24/7. You can also call her you can give her a call. It's 24/7 now because the kid's out of school, so she's working. Is that true?
No.
Yes. What's that number?
It's 404-379-6239.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I got this, Joy, I found this beautiful picture. It's advice from an elephant. I'm going to tell them it's an awesome picture. I got to hang it up. But today is the 4th of June, 2018.
And today is National Cheese Day. Move over, whiners. It's Cheese Day. An encyclopedia of cheese will cover the alphabet and broaden your vocabulary. It will undoubtedly contain more varieties of cheese than what's found at the local grocer. Cheese is produced from the pressed curds of milk. The milk can come from cows, buffalo, goats, or sheep. Temperature and aging affect the flavor and texture of the cheese, as well as spices and other seasonings added during the process.
That's what I'm talking
Trust
about.
the process.
Trust the process. Now, cheese is real high in points, though. You got to go with that Swiss cheese. The Swiss cheese will get you about 3 points. But if you're going anything else, for a little slice, you're going to hit you about 4 or 5 points.
Just get the grapes instead.
Yeah, there you go. So, Nikita Todd Stanley's in the building with us today. I found this at, did I find? Yeah, I found it first. I think it was at like Ross or TJ Maxx or one of those stores.
Shout out to Ross.
There you go, all day. It's advice from an elephant. I just got to find somewhere to hang it, but I'm going to hang it up. Advice from an elephant. Make a big first impression. I love that because they're big. You get it? Also, don't work for peanuts.
Imagine that.
Absolutely.
Be all ears. Know when to put your foot down. Be gentle no matter your size. Have big ideas and charge ahead. That's advice from an elephant.
Charge ahead, like financially.
I gotta find somewhere
before I do
forward. Find some way to do it. Hey, Dan, you ain't on yet, Dan.
I'm about to say, what's going on in the peanut gallery?
I know. Roderick is back. What up, Roderick?
Nothing much.
How you been, my brother?
Oh man, just chilling like a villain.
Thank you for sending us some awesome. You always bring some awesome guests when you come to the show, man. So we really appreciate that. And it's stuff that we need, like that symposium. This is something that we need in our community.
Yes.
To talk about why you got involved.
Well, first of all, I know Dr. Potier very well.
Okay.
We were a member of a particular program.
Okay.
Governmental program, that supports legislators and things of that nature. But on a personal note, the Entrepreneurship Symposium supports the community that I live in and the constituents that I live in, with. And a lot of the constituents that I live within, they want to be entrepreneurs.
Amen.
But they don't know how.
Right.
So I believe that this particular Entrepreneurship Symposium on June 15th supports and gives them a mechanism and an access to care, so to speak. And also we'll have our very own Board of Commissioners, the DeKalb County Board of Commissioner Larry Johnson there, supporting the event as well. Wow. And he's an entrepreneur himself. And, entrepreneurs support entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself, because I have a limousine company.
There you go.
And I have a nonprofit and things of that nature. So I'm out there in the community, and I represent DeKalb County, and DeKalb County represents me.
That's what I'm talking about. Nikita Todd Stanley's in the building too. Nikita, when you got into the real estate profession, both sides, mortgage and on the real estate aspect, did you think of yourself as an entrepreneur, or was this like a career-driven type deal?
So when I was in the mortgage industry, it was more so of a career. I would say it was a job. And then, of course, as I developed in my knowledge of the entire real estate gamut, then, of course, I ventured over into becoming a salesperson in real estate. But then when I really looked at it and looked at the entire my entire picture, then I decided, okay, this is going to be a business, and so that's how I created my S corp to become Team Todd Realty Group.
Now, a lot of your clients in the real estate, are you seeing them with those W-2s that say, "Hey, I'm an entrepreneur," or what? They don't do. They do W-9s or something. What is it? 1099. Are you seeing a lot of that now?
Yeah, especially with my millennial clients. A lot of them are creating their own businesses, and outside of having a regular job, they also have all these businesses, whether it be tech businesses. A lot of them are YouTubers or whatever it is. A lot of them are venturing out to do other things outside of having a 9-to-5 job.
Now you mentioned
YouTube.
When you got into real estate back in the day, and you was a salesperson of real estate, you don't be telling people where you got your first gig at though.
Yeah, I do. I let them know that I started with the builder and I did not have a license.
Okay.
Oh, I
No,
don't
you
think
still,
that's,
you still
I don't
that,
think
that's not what I was
that's
talking
what
about.
he wasn't reaching for, girl. Lord have mercy.
That Michael McFadden was my entry into the market.
Bam! That's what I'm talking about.
Michael, what was your entry into the market? Like, what made you go into real estate?
Honestly, I wanted to be an actor.
Yeah, I can
So
see that.
I wanted to be an actor, so I figured, what, Nikita? Why you?
Nothing.
You remember that movie I did? Did
No,
you?
I still hadn't seen it.
Okay.
Either about Tasha, where that at?
It's on VHS. I really had the VHS. 'Cause I was doing movies in '95, and y'all just doing movies now. I was doing that back in the '90s.
Okay, so
But I
you
really wanted to be an actor, so
Okay.
my mindset was, how do I make some quick money so I can take these acting classes up in New York and LA? So I said, hey, 3% of $200,000 is $6,000. So all I got to do is sell a house. I got $6,000 right there.
Okay.
And that was my entry into. That was the reason why I got into the business.
Okay.
And then 17 years later, like, real estate changed my life. That's why this is here, right here. It was
Right.
because of the move that I made in real estate, and that's what
So
entrepreneurship
imagine that,
does.
had you actually become an actor, we wouldn't be here right now.
We wouldn't
Right,
be here,
absolutely.
exactly. But
That's why you act every day.
every day. But this is my stage now. You know what I'm
Clearly.
saying? Like, you know how, I think we were talking yesterday how you talk about how God gives you a purpose and you think that the purpose was that, but then
it's
it turns
actually
around and you're really in your purpose. I'm here, and real estate was one of those things to help me figure it out. Because let's be honest, as an entrepreneur, when you're making money, you can become more creative. That's why you build off of those brands. And I think Dr. Pierre was talking about it. When you look at athletes, you know, athletes make millions and millions of dollars annually. However, they begin to get creative and start doing other things outside of that. Shout out to Steve Harvey and that bacon.
Exactly.
And that book.
And what I tell people is make, like alluding to Steve Harvey, make that jump. But before you make that jump, write your plan down
Right.
of what you want to do. You know, all of your bullet points and things of that nature, how you want to do it and how you want to accomplish it. And then symposiums like this will help you move it to the next level as far as how to implementation.
You know, the interesting thing is I've never planned not one of my businesses. I mean, I guess I just been, you know, maybe planned it after I was, you know, in it. But I just never sat there, even with photography. It was, okay, my dad taught me how to take pictures. I've had a camera in my hand since I was a little girl. Let me just go out there and just see how this will work. And 10 years later, I'm like, bam, thank you.
Well, shout out to Disney.
I have educated myself and gone to symposiums.
Shout out to Disney, because y'all remember Walt Disney back in the day, he used straw buyers to buy all of his land down in Florida. Well, Disney is now embracing the idea of $15 per hour minimum wage in his latest contract negotiations with the unions, but workers aren't. They haven't got it yet, but they're working on it. But services say that down in Florida, they are at the bargaining table to discuss to raise the minimum wage up to $15 an hour. Because I'm sure in that Mickey Mouse suit, it got to be hot in that thing.
No,
You giving me $9 an hour to
the
do that?
person in that suit need to make more than that.
Need to do
I
that.
think the characters may make more.
I was exaggerating.
Okay.
Guys.
I'm about to say, but that person back there making that cotton candy.
That's a different story.
I always said, y'all know I used to manage a Waffle House back in the day, and when I go into a Waffle House, I'd be like, man, I would love to cook a shift. And I always mess with the unit manager and be like, hey, let me know if you need some help, but trust me, when it start getting busy in here, I'm leaving. I'm out the door.
Like, nah, I just want to do 1 and 2 orders. Ain't
Right.
nobody trying to be here forever.
I'm
I
gonna
just
show.
want to flip an egg.
I'm gonna show out in there too. I'm gonna snatch my apron. I don't need this.
I was gonna say Waffle House don't need no more scenes.
Shout out to Gerald Breeze. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna wrap this thing up and put a bow on this. Michael and Joy in the morning. Wait.
They don't need no more scenes, Dr. Flavor Spice.
Come on, Dr. Let's wrap this thing up, okay?
No problem.
Alrighty.
Good morning
I got
to
your number.
you. Hey, Sean.
Bless you. That's what-
Super dope interview the other day.
I got Nikita's Peachtree Road race number. She's gonna be running this shit.
Is
Nikita,
Tasha not on?
Nikita, ain't you running?
No.
He was all happy too. No.
Is Tasha on?
Hey, Suzanne. Oh, let me tell you about Tasha Bird. I got to make a quick joke. 'Cause- 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 Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Hey, yesterday Tasha had to make a Target run yesterday, and she came back and was like she hit the lottery. She said, "Look, I found this 10-pack of $5 for $16."
Oh wow!
I was like, "Bet." But then next thing you know, I opened it up this morning to grab me one. It's only 8 in the box.
It was all sales.
Yeah, I should have known something. I said, "Oh, you opened the box?" She was like, "Nah, it was already open. Somebody then opened it up and took 2 of them out of the thing. Now let's Malik got it."
Which is the reason why it was on sale.
Right.
she thought she was on that cover.
She didn't hear the rattle in the box. She's like them moving around or whatever.
She was too excited. She was trying to, she was trying to stand outside, outside the box. She was trying to do something different for her man.
Dr. Pia is in the building with us today. Georgia State Lifts Entrepreneurship Symposium is going down June 15th. A one-day of networking, food, and entrepreneurship. And we've been having an amazing conversation with Dr. Pia in education. Why do people need to be in the building on the 15th?
Well, people need to be in the building on the 15th, once again, because this is an opportunity that is free. Normally, individuals would have to pay to get this type of information, but we're about community, family, uplifting one another, and it's just going to be a great event with some really good information for people that are interested in owning a business.
I wanted to ask, why now did you decide to do this event? And I mean, what sparked you wanting to?
Well, actually, it's part of the Lift grant. So, Des and myself, this is one of the components.
Okay.
This entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And so we were trying to think of a way, how can we do this? And so Des was like, hey, we have the Urban League. We have 100 Black men of DeKalb. Let's, make it happen. I also, in talking with Roderick, we just put it together, and this is why it is time.
I was going to say, it's definitely necessary, and it's definitely needed. I just sometimes always see people just on the fly doing things, and I was just wondering if it was planned out.
Doc, what motivates you today to continue to do this and sow those seeds into our younger generation?
I just see the need, and I think a lot of people get things mixed up as far as what a career is, what entrepreneurship is. Some people may have the idea in their head, but they never take that step or make that jump to actually put it into practice. And so just when we talk about passion and different things, the people that I know that own businesses, they're at their peak and they're their happiest.
Amen.
However, we know it doesn't just come and fall in our lap, but we have to take the time to really sow the seeds. And when we sow the seeds, then they'll sow the seeds.
There you go.
Amen.
Des, before you get out of here, man, best piece of advice that you can give our listeners out there as it pertains to entrepreneurship, and shout out to GSU too.
Well, Georgia State Lift, just the background of it, it was created primarily through a partnership with State Farm and Georgia State.
Okay.
They gave a major gift to Georgia State so that we could really empower South DeKalb and the metro Atlanta area. And there's 3 components of it. One is outreach to the DeKalb schools, scholarship opportunities to go to our 2-year campus. They're the ones that's influencing and being able to increase the number of students graduating. And then the third piece is entrepreneurship. It's about helping people in the community develop their own skills and realize their dreams. So to bring it all back, it's all about realizing your dreams and then getting the tools that you need in order to get there. And we believe that education and career symposiums and partnerships with the nonprofit sector, private sector, and the state sector coming together, that's what fuels it. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the Georgia State Lift program, is that it's bringing all these different entities that truly believe in making a difference in family and transforming that's what it's all about.
Amen.
Georgia State Lift presents the Entrepreneurship Symposium that is going down June 15th. Entrepreneurship as a career. I love that. Hey, it's a one-day event, networking, food, entrepreneurship, of course, For information and how you can come hang out with us on the 15th, just go to michaelandjoy.com. Or if you can spell Entrepreneurship Symposium without Googling
It's
it,
actually just
you can come.
entrepreneurship.
You can do that.
Entrepreneurship.
Did I say it wrong?
I was gonna say,
I put a whole bunch of syllables
I was
in
like,
there.
I don't even know. I
Entrepreneurship.
was gonna say just entrepreneurship.
Yeah, you'll probably spell it wrong if you do it that way. Just go to michaelandjoy.com. Nikita, Todd, Stanley, and Team Todd Realty Group is in the building with us today. As we close out, and you gave some great advice on what homeowners need to look out for, especially with these taxes coming around. Best advice that you can give our listeners right now as it pertains to getting ready to get these kids back in school and finding a house.
Well, I mean, you know, as far as the taxes are concerned, like I said, you know, if you want to make an appeal, do go onto your your county tax commissioner's website and look up on how to do that. But as far as getting in before school, right now we're in June, and this is the time to go ahead and find that place, because July is a time crunch because our kids do start school very early in the city. So August 1st, July 31st will be, you know, the beginning of school. So it's time to make it happen in the next 60 days.
Now, for those that want to reach out to you right now and contact you, and it's like, I went to her website, I love her website, but I want to talk to her and schedule a consultation.
You can always give me a call on my cell phone, and that is a direct connection to me at 404-379-6239.
Team Todd Realty Group, Nikita Todd Stanley here every Monday, like she is, been faithfully with us for the past going on 3 years now. I appreciate that. We appreciate your support. Hey, before we get out of here, since we're talking about school and stuff like that, Jimmy Fallon made a special appearance as a speaker at the senior high school graduation for students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School on Sunday. Now, the comedian paid tribute to the school's senior graduating class just months after 17 fellow students in facility, they were murdered in a shooting. Now, 4 students killed in the February 14th massacre received diplomas, and one of them stood out to everybody. Her name is Patricia Oliver. She is the mother of Jaquim Oliver. She accepted his diploma while wearing a t-shirt that read, "This should be my son." Oh, I got goosebumps reading that. Hey, tomorrow is Tuesday. Y'all know what that means. It's Tuesday. Right. So come hang out with us. Once again, thank you to Dr. Pia hanging out with us today. Des, thank you very much, sir. Roderick, thank you as always. And trust me, Des, you do have an invoice in your email right there.
He was like, I'm glad Dr. Pia hooked this up.
Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Wake up, wake up.
Thank you guys.
Dr. Pia, how can people contact if they want to be a vendor? I noticed that you had some vendor spots.
Yeah, you can tell them just to email me.
Okay.
Email me, and I'll make sure to get them signed up.
Okay. All right, guys. Have an amazing day from the top of my head to. Hold on 1 second.
Des, good job, brother.
Okay.
From the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you, expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Happy birthday, Mikey. Wow. Bye. I'm going to take a couple photos real quick. And I was about to have him contact Roderick. Oops.
Did that get it?
I'm about to say that'll work.
Did that get it?
They'll get